We've got delays, announcements, and rumors. But first, before we get there, let me do the intro. Good morning, Mario, and good morning, Switch fans. And I want to tell you, I got the sweetest Pikmin 4 shirt. I love this thing. Nintendo shirts are the softest shirts ever. I had to buy this myself. They don't send me anything, don't worry. But their shirts are so good. I love them so much. Whatever they're printed on, this one in particular, Pikmin 4, fantastic. Also, wait, it's back this way. New poster, Metroid Prime. In anticipation for Metroid Prime 4. It looks tilted, but I promise it's not. It's just an illusion of the mind. What's not an illusion of the mind, though, is that we're all here together to talk Sonic 3. Sonic 3 is official release date, and they gave us the Shadow the Hedgehog sneakers. They look pretty sick. The movie comes out on December 20th of next year, and that's the video game action you can look forward to. The Zelda movie is still years away, so Sonic will take back the cake as the cinema star from the video game universe. Just a quick aside there. There's a new announcement of Beyond Good and Evil 20th Anniversary Edition. This actually leaked a day or so ago on the Xbox Store, but now it's been officially confirmed, and while they have not announced the Switch platform, it's almost assured that it will come to Switch. One, it's a game that originated on GameCube, so there's Nintendo ties. And two, Ubisoft has been a really great supporter of the Switch. They're putting most of their major games on Nintendo Switch, not like their new stuff, although that could change next generation, but anything like this that's like an older game or a remake or a 2D thing, like they do support the Switch heavily, and so I expect this to release in early 2024 on Nintendo Switch. Beyond Good and Evil, it's like Zelda meets Pokemon Snap. That's the best description I can give you. You are a journalist with a pig, with a camera, doing like puzzles and platforming. Pretty darn cool game. It might be worth looking into if they sort of make the controls and everything more modern. Hopefully we get it on Switch, hopefully we get it day and date, and hopefully we get an announcement soon. Let's talk some delays, okay? This happens all the time, and these games, well, one of them to me is a big surprise, the other not so much. The big surprise to me is that Professor Layton and the New World of Steam got delayed to 2025. Okay, this game debuted at the February Nintendo Direct this year, and it was one of the most exciting reveals because it was something we hadn't seen before, and Professor Layton always delivers a good time, and it hasn't made a console debut yet. 3DS, DS, great games, puzzle solving, tip the hat, good little British accents, love these games, but it's been delayed till 2025, which feels ungodly far away. We did get a new trailer that shows out some of the gameplay and more of the Steam world. I'm getting like a Miyazaki fused with steampunk, which is pretty sick. I still think this is one of the more exciting Switch games to be announced in 2023. It's just a bummer that it's been bumped 2 full years. Now, Deca Police was going to be another exciting RPG for 2023. They said it was coming before the end of the year, but they haven't said anything about it since, so we kind of knew it was getting delayed. There was no chance it was going to have like a 2-week marketing cycle. It has been pushed to 2024. Originally, people thought this was also pushed to 2025, but then Deca Police came out and clarified, no, it's 2024. So not going to be an early 2024 title, probably a summer or fall 2024 title, which takes us into very interesting territory. The third level 5 game that got details today is Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time. It is a sequel to the 3DS game Fantasy Life, and it's dropping next summer on Switch. Very strange situation surrounding this game, not because, hey, it should be a fun time with upgraded visuals, upgraded gameplay, and of course, a girl who steals time, but because of the way they announced when it's releasing. They say summer 2024, but Level 5 also announced that they have a specific release date for this game, but they are keeping that date under wraps, quote, for strategic reasons. Now tell me what strategic reason you'd have for keeping a release date under wraps. Just let that percolate for a minute. Let it think. Why would they do this? Fantasy Life, as we explained, is a 3DS title, so Fantasy Life I is a Switch title. But at the end of the new trailer for The Girl Who Steals Time, it says undecided platforms. Undecided platforms. Very mysterious. So this game is releasing in summer. They already know the date, but they're not telling us for strategic reasons. And now it's on undecided platforms that they can't yet confirm. But they know the date it's coming out. So they have to know what systems it's coming out on if they know the date. I guarantee there's no way that between now and summer they're going to magically port a new version. What's going on here? Well, my spidey sense starts tingling because I think about what we've talked, Nintendo Switch 2, right? I've made a lot of noise about how I think this will not release in the typical November window because of the election and because I think Nintendo wants to get this out early and have a huge holiday season with a new console already on the market, with an install base already established, and so third parties are ready to support. Plus, I don't think they have a year of exciting Switch games. I think they're ready for Switch 2. Metroid Prime 4 has to come out. The new 3D Mario is probably cooking real nice and crispy by now. So Fantasy Life I, with an unspecified release date in the summer, but they know a specific release date they just won't reveal, and undecided platforms, to me this seems like flashing lights for could this be Switch 2? Summer basically runs until mid-September. If we're going like by the accurate, like factual definition of summer, it runs till mid-September. I know this because A, Nintendo said summer and it becomes September, and also because Drake has said summer for albums that release in September, and I was like, that doesn't make sense, and then I learned, yes, summer actually runs till like the third week in September. So you've got June till September that this game could come out, and June till September that they know a specific release date. I think that the Switch 2 could very, very well release between June and September. There's pretty much no chance for a Q1 release at this point, given that we have no announcement and no major leaks for the Switch 2. And like I said, I feel Q4 is too late and going to get mucked up by a negative press cycle. June through September feels fantastic. I bet that Level 5 and Fantasy Life I is a launch title on Nintendo Switch 2, and they can't say the release date or the platform because it would give away Nintendo's plans. It just makes too much sense. Why else would they have a date that they can't say for strategic reasons for a game that thus far has only been confirmed for Nintendo Switch? Are they protecting the PS4's secret summer lineup? Are they protecting the Xbox Series S's secret summer lineup? What else could it be that they have a strategic reason for keeping the date under wraps and that they have undecided platforms? If you have another idea or you can hypothesize how else these two things tie together with Fantasy Life I and summer 2024, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know what you're saying and I'll consider it. But to me, this seems like we're setting up for the scenario that has been established for a bit now if you're paying attention to my videos and the rumors and whisperings from different sources in the industry. A March 2024 big reveal for Nintendo Switch 2, and then a late summer launch for this system, early fall if you will, but factually late summer, and it will tie in nicely with a good chunk of third-party games. I guarantee Nintendo wants to have a better supported launch than they had at the onset of the Switch system. Remember that Nintendo was coming off the Wii U. Third parties weren't all that interested in supporting the platform. So yes, we did get Breath of the Wild, which was brilliant, and Snipper Clips, which was like a fun thing that Nintendo helped prop up and support. But in terms of other titles, there wasn't really much. If you remember back with the Wii U, at launch they tried to really support the heck out of this thing. The Wii U got a bunch of third-party games. It got Madden, it got Mass Effect, it got Call of Duty, it got a lot. Batman Arkham. We haven't even got Batman Arkham on Switch yet, but it was on Wii U. So I think Nintendo is carefully calculating and selecting a date that will line up with studios and publishers and developers to deliver a really exciting lineup, and Fantasy Life I would be a great first day get. If Metroid Prime 4 is also there on day one, amazing. If Mario 3D is there on day one, even more amazing. I know Nintendo will bring in the heat, but if they can get third parties to support and maybe even tie in a few eShop exclusives like an indie game or some sort of special DLC, it's going to be a bananas launch. And yes, I would love to see Donkey Kong in year one of Switch 2. I know some of you are very adverse to Switch 2 stuff, and I get it, but this is just too interesting. And like I said, if you have another reason, let me know. I've tried to rattle my brain for why else they would have an unspecified date. E3 is most likely not happening, and there's really no reason to release a game in concert with E3, or Summer Games Fest for that matter. The only other thing it possibly could be is that Nintendo wants to drop the date of this game, but we already have a trailer. We've already seen it talked about. I don't think that Nintendo is that crazy about the date for Fantasy Life I, especially since they've already given the summer 2024 window. Like, is it that big of a deal that Nintendo has to hold? It could be, but then how do you explain the undecided platforms? What is that piece of the puzzle tied to, even if Nintendo is refusing to let Level 5 reveal the true release date of this game? What are the undecided platforms? I think this is Switch 2 fire. I think this is Chibi Robo on fire, and we are getting big early hints of when this thing is going to come out that line up with things we've heard before, and so it makes too much sense. A great day for people like me who are really excited for the Switch 2 and can't wait for the next system. I live for launches, and we're getting one next year. I can guarantee you that. Until next time, everybody, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. Love you lots. SwitchForce out.